Hello my Banda crew and welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be doing a tier list of the original trilogy Crash Bandicoot bosses. Back in November I made a video giving back to my fandom. I said, hey, if you have a video request of something you'd like me to cover, please put it in the comment section and I will make a video of it. So we got 4 requests and this is video 3 of 4, so this is the third episode in this series, and it is a request from BlueSneaker3. So BlueSneaker3 requested this video, and without further ado, let's just jump into the tier list. So I have it set up as Chef's Kiss as the top ranking. Mwah, I love it. I love it a lot. Then we've got Good, which means I enjoyed it. Mid, I didn't like it, but I also didn't dislike it. Bad, meaning I disliked it, and terrible means I really disliked it. So, we're gonna go chronologically, and the first boss is Papu Papu. Papu Papu, it being the first boss of the first game, is very grounded. You're just dodging an attack, he spins, and then you jump and hit him. It is very mid. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just smack dab in the middle. Then, our blue boy, Ripperoo. This is his first appearance in the trilogy, his first appearance in the franchise. I love Ripperoo. Ripperoo jumping around, waterfall in the background, you having to time the TNT crates. Not the best, but it is a good one. I enjoyed it a lot. Then we move on to Koala Kong. Koala Kong's boss battle, you're dodging projectiles and then spinning rocks, I believe they're rocks, back at Koala Kong. And eventually he takes enough damage, he falls into one of the mine carts and rolls away. This is going to be my first bad. I did not like this one. It's not terrible, but it is bad. I did not like it. Then we move on to Pinstripe. Pinstripe's first appearance in the franchise. You have to dodge his bullets by hiding behind different items in the room, and then when he's reloading or his gun gets jammed, you run up and you spin him. I like this one. It's gonna get another good. Pinstripe's laugh, his maniacal laugh, him doing backflips and front flips and jumping all over the place. I really liked it, so that's going to get a good from me. Then we move on to Dr. Embryo. First appearance in the franchise. He throws beakers at you, and he drinks the concoction and turns into a giant hulking monster. This is going to get the first Chef's Kiss. I liked that boss battle so much, caught me off guard, did not think he was going to turn into a giant monster, and then at the very end he starts punching the ground, and you gotta jump on the pieces of the ceiling that fell down so you could jump up and hit him. It was just, mwah, Chef's Kiss, loved it a lot. Then we move on to the final boss of Crash Bandicoot 1, and it is Cortex. You're standing on top of a blimp, Cortex is firing lasers at you, and you are returning them. You're only returning the green ones. The green ones Crash can spin back at Cortex. This one, it's between mid and good. I'd probably put it on the lower end of good. We'll do it like that. Okay, then we move on to Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Ripperoo, once again, wonderful waterfall in the background, and he's got new platform that he jumps around, he makes TNTs and nitro crates. This is getting another good, and you know what, I will put it, I'll put it above his Crash Bandicoot 1 appearance. So far, we've got more good than bad. And just in time for me to say, we've got the Komodo brothers, Komodo Mo and Komodo Joe. This one, gets a mid from me. They're throwing swords and spinning around. It's not. I don't really like the characters that much, so on top of not liking the characters, the battle to me is mid. Then we move on to Tiny Tiger, and this S. Chef's Kiss. This is actually going to be the top. I like this one so much. Jumping around from platform to platform, watching them fall down, seeing Tiny fall down, and he's doing his Looney Tunes style run animation. This one's so much fun. I'm very nostalgic for this boss battle. And then when I see the Fall Guys minigame where people are running around and the platforms are falling down, it always makes me think of this. Love it so much. Chef's Kiss. Then we move on to Dr. Engine in Crash Bandicoot 2. I adore this one too. This one also gets a Chef's Kiss. Just throwing the endless amount of Wumpa Fruits, clogging up his machines, blowing up different portions of it, jumping over rockets, dodging lasers. So much fun. So creative. I just loved it, loved it, loved it. So it gets another Chef's Kiss from me. The first terrible of my tier list. I do not like the final boss of Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. I don't have a problem with the jetpack controls, so it's not like, oh, I dislike it because the controls are wonky. It just never really felt like a boss battle to me. It just felt like a standard jetpack level, and then you just spin Cortex. Plus, add to that, I'm a very big lore guy. I'm into lore and continuity and stuff. And the fact that Crash and Cortex are flying around in space without space helmets on always just rubbed me the wrong way. So the lore I didn't like. I didn't really like it as a battle. So, first terrible for me. Then we move on to Tiny Tiger from Crash Bandicoot Warped. This will get another good from me. We'll put it... we'll put it there. Jumping around, or he's jumping around rather, you're avoiding him, and then the lions come running out, and there was a corner on the map that you could do in the original trilogy to dodge the lions, but they fixed that in the Insane Trilogy. The fans throw cheese at you because it's a cheese. I always like the Tinies. Like I said, Tiny 2, he gets the Chef's Kiss, and Tiny 3, he will stay on the good there. Then we move on to Dingo Dial. Dingo Dial gets another S. I love this one so much. I'm sorry that I don't have many, creative words to say. I just keep saying I love it, I love it, I love it. But I have like crazy nostalgia for Crash 3 and the Dingo Dial fight with the icicles falling down and having to dodge everything. He shoots up in the air and you got to change the way you're running around to dodge the fireballs as they're hitting. And then unlocking the double jump and going back and playing the game, playing the boss again and just double jumping over everything, figuring that out when I was, I don't want to give away my age, so I'll just say when I was young and I figured that out, it was a lot of fun. So that one definitely Chef's Kiss. Then we move on to Dr. Engine from Crash Bandicoot Warped. And because I have nostalgia for Crash Bandicoot 3, it's also going to get a S tier. So we've got Boss 1 there, Boss 2 there, and Boss 3. I'm probably going to put him... yeah, he goes there. So we got 2 engine fights that are way up there. So you have the boss battle where you're shooting, blowing up different portions of his mech. Then there's a second wave, and Purah comes in, attaches to your ship, and you get a stronger laser. So much fun. And then at the end, the space station explodes and Engine goes spiraling through space. So much fun. Loved it a lot. Another chef's kiss. Mwah. Now we move on to Dr. Entropy. So I just got done saying how I'm nostalgic for Warped and how I love it. This boss battle, it's gonna be a mid. I do enjoy that there's different waves to it, and I'm a sucker for time travel. So you'd think with the different surroundings after each hit, bringing you to different areas in time, I would enjoy. But just dodging the lasers and jumping across, I don't know. I just never really tickled my fancy. And then we move on to the last boss battle of this tier list. And it, again, is going to get a chef's kiss. We'll probably put it... Man, this is hard. I like it a lot. You have Uka Uka and Aku Aku fighting on the arena. Then you have the landmines, the laser gun, and then you have to spin Cortex and knock him down the hole. Just so much fun. It's like very epic. It feels like a proper conclusion to the trilogy. Then there's a great cutscene right at the end, and it's just a nice bow on a wonderful trilogy. So let me just look at this again, see if I want to move some stuff around, because it does look very lopsided. I might want to move this one down to good. Yeah, since Chef's Kiss, we've got... It should just be for the best of the best. So, we got Tiny from Crash 2, Final Cortex from Crash 3, Engine from Crash 2 and 3, and Dingodile from Crash 3 as Chef's Kiss. I'm good with that. Then for goods, we have Embryo, Pinstripe, both Ripperoos, Tiny, and Cortex. Again, I'm good with that. Mids, Papu Papu, we'll probably put Papu Papu at the end. Because at least with these ones, there was more like variety to the attacks and stuff. Papu Papu just did the same thing. Tropy, Komodo Brothers, Papu. And then bad was Koala Kong. Didn't like that. And then terrible, the final boss of Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. So yeah, those are my rankings, Bandicrew. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, we have one more request video coming out. It should be out right before the end of this year, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me your rankings in the comments section, and we'll see you in the next one. You have a great night. Take care.